Hi Spirit Fam, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an August message for all of the Sagittariuses out in the collective. If you are back, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I am a psychic intuitive, a spiritual coach, and a sound healing practitioner. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it is not going to resonate with every single Sagittarius out in the collective. So I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind, meaning don't try to make something fit that doesn't. So without further ado, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and dive right into your August message. Hi Sagittarius, welcome back. So as you can see, we have a very different setup for you today. We are going to start off with your oracle cards. We are going to shuffle those and then draw them, go through them before we dive into the tarot. So let's see, Sagittarius, what insight your month of August has for you here. So, the chess game. Okay, I love this. So, what this is really talking about is that this is about strategy. It's about playing the game of life, and it's about understanding that there are multiple players on at the same time. Understand that there are also multiple versions of you playing the game of life at the same time. So it's really about choosing your path. It's about really, playing the game for yourself in a way that is more in alignment with you. I feel that's the best answer. Like, here's the thing. This is the Three of Keys. Okay, and the three is all about creating a sense of harmony and a balance between the mind, the body, and the spirit. Okay, now what that says is that, when it comes to the Holy Trinity, it's really about understanding that threes are all about creation, okay? And creation, our sense of creativity, everything is in a three. Now, this chess game for you here, Sagittarius, what this is ultimately really saying is that how you play the game, the actions that you take in the game of life truly create for you your own reality, okay? And I feel that it's important that you yourself recognize, are you the pawn? Are you the knight? Are you the queen? Are you the king? Because whenever you play chess, you ultimately want to be the queen, right? And the queen must always be protected. So it's important to really ask yourself, what player are you on your game of life? Are you really in the position that you ultimately want to be in, or are you not? Like that's the real question here. So with the chess game, it's important for you to recognize that as you're playing, as you're going through your month, there are many players in your game this month, right? And it's about understanding that not everyone is going to get along, right? And again, this isn't so much about listening to what other people are doing in their life and trying to attain their form of success or attain what they themselves are doing, because understand that everyone's game board is going to look different. So your message, Sagittarius, is really asking yourself, what game are you playing? Are you really playing your game, or are you playing the game of someone else? And I feel that it's important that you have a very big balance between, making choices that are more in alignment with yourself than trying to be more structuredized or more organized like someone else. Okay, I say that because your middle card here, which is the heart of your reading, is the play card, and it's pictured by dolphins. Now, what are the great things about dolphins? They're very playful. Dolphins are very carefree. And dolphins communicate with sonar, which is sort of this high-pitched frequency where they can communicate with other animals, right? And they telepathically communicate with each other. So what this is telling me is that in order for you to succeed at the game of life and to have the kind of success that you are ultimately wanting here, Sagittarius, you need to be more in alignment with your frequency, okay? Because dolphins have this frequency that they align to. And this is about being a little bit more carefree, not so restricted and confined to the structuredized way of how other people build success or how they create success. This is really about you finding your own way and creating your own way when it comes to your success. Because I feel like the way that you're going to achieve success is going to be very different than how, say, someone else, like one of your friends or your spouse or your family members, achieve success. It's going to look very different. And it's more about you aligning to your own frequency of success. Okay? Now, with that being said, your crystal mandala card for this month is the goddess Zhiwang Mu on rare success. Now, I'm going to read you what it says in the book because I feel that its information and insight is far better than I could potentially explain it. But the way that I see this is, notice how this really looks like a wheel. Okay. Now, the way that I intuitively am interpreting this here. Okay, so how I am interpreting this card is that, notice how it's all a circle, which means that it's all about cycles, right? And it's all about how things come and things go. That's ultimately how I'm interpreting it, but let's see what the book has to say. We bring you the empowerment of rare success. You are bringing something utterly unique, special, and precious to the world. Whilst there are creations that are worthwhile and valuable which can manifest swiftly, there are others that are laborers of love requiring diligence, strength, and long-term commitment to bring them to life in the world. These exquisite creations are the divine manifestations of rare success, which shall stand the test of time and offer a legacy of comfort, encouragement, and divine grace for generations to come. So, Sagittarius, what I'm ultimately hearing for you here this month is that, again, your path to success and what you deem as successful or a part of your legacy is going to be different than anyone else's, because what you have, what you offer, what you bring to the table is unique and it is all your own. So again, really ask yourself here, what player are you? Are you the pawn? Are you the knight? What player are you on your chessboard? And remember that whatever action you take while you are in this game of life, is it aligning with your frequency? Because again, remember, it's all about how you get, it's all about the things that's in the middle, right? It's not about the beginning or the end. It's the stuff that's in the middle that's the most important. And again, it's about you connecting with that playful aspect of yourself, that frequency. It's all about the frequency here for you, Sagittarius. I cannot stress this enough. And it could be that because you know, Metatron has been utilizing me as a channel for quite a while, and I keep using those words, frequency and vibration, because that ultimately is how we get started on everything. So let's dive right into the tarot here. Let's see. Okay, so already I can tell that there's a little bit of stress, maybe some anxiety on your part here, Sagittarius, about how you're going to get to that success, how you're going to achieve the things that you ultimately want to achieve. And I want to point out here that with the 10 of Michael, the 10 is about, and it's the end, right? That means that there are things in your life that have already completed their cycle. There is no point in trying to dredge them back up, to play them over again, because interestingly enough, the 10 of Michael here is sort of the end of a play. And you started out with the 3 of Keys, which is the chess game, right? So what happens at the end of a chess game? You either win or you lose. It's not about, there are no do-overs, right? It is what it is. And the important thing for you is to recognize that when it has ended, understand that there is no going back to change that, right? And the message for you here is recognizing that when the situation has ended, you are completely free from that situation. So it's really about understanding that when you achieve that freedom from that situation, now it brings you the potential for new opportunities for how things will follow. So it's about understanding that when the past is behind you, you cannot go back, you cannot change it. And this is important because what I keep hearing here, Sagittarius, is that maybe you're the type of person that keeps bringing up stuff from your past. Maybe there are some things from your past that you just absolutely cannot seem to let go of. And maybe it's because you feel that you're trying to make peace with it and you're trying to heal from it. But here's what I'm saying, and this is probably because Metatron is going to step in here. So just bear with me here, Sagittarius. The past is in the past. You cannot change the past. What is the most important for you now is being in this present moment. The actions that you take today will alter your future for tomorrow. But understand that whatever action you take, it doesn't change your past, but it changes your perception of the past, okay? Because I'm looking here at this, what they're saying is that the past, you need to let live in the past. There's no more going back and reliving it and trying to fix it or heal it or like just let it go. Because I feel that what's happening is that it's bringing in fear and stress and anxiety in your present moment. And that in and of itself is creating a lot more friction in your present moment. And that's why you feel like you cannot attain the success or the accomplishments that you are trying to accomplish, Sagittarius. You have to understand that when you are not attached to the frequency of success, then you really have to ask yourself, what frequency are you really tuned into? Because that's what you are creating for your future. I want that to sink in very clearly for you here. So we have the 5 of Gabriel here with the 2 of Ariel. So this 5 of Gabriel is saying a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. So what this is saying, this is the 5 of Wands, okay? Understand that whatever fears and anxiety that you sort of bring in to your day-to-day or in your thoughts, right? That creates conflict. It creates conflict not only with yourself, but with others. An example of this here, Sagittarius, is like, let's say You have this preconceived idea that you want to be just as successful as someone that you know. But no matter what you do, you just cannot seem to get yourself to that same level or that same space, right? But the reality is that you're the one that's causing yourself that friction. You're the one that's causing that conflict, that inner conflict, because your perception of that person is greater than the perception that you have of yourself. And while it is good to have, people that you can look up to, understand that what you offer, what you have, is just as unique and amazing and wonderful as what that individual has. And so understand that whatever challenge you face, now this is internally and this can be externally outside of you. Pay very close attention. I'm telling you, Sagittarius, if you are not following me on my social media, I highly advise you to follow me, because the message that Archangel Metatron has really been speaking about has really been about all of this. It's been about frequency, vibration, the importance of really being consciously aware of the things that are around you, the individuals, the experiences that you are having, and also internally. It's so important. Because understand that when that stuff comes to the surface, as you're playing the game of life, when you align yourself to a new frequency, or when you meet a new frequency, it's important for you to have patience with yourself. Don't get upset at yourself if you didn't handle it appropriately, or you blew up, you got angry. You're human. And this is going to happen, right? The Two of Ariel says it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So here again, it's about understanding what it is that you need and what is more in alignment with your frequency here, Sagittarius. So again, when it comes to the things that you are wanting to accomplish, whether that's in your family life, whether this is in your, work life, whether it's in your business, your career, whatever it might be, finances, it's really about being consciously aware of what your frequency is. And yours is being more playful, which means that you're not meant to be very tight and restricted and confined. You're a fire sign, Sagittarius. You're all about freedom. You want the freedom to be able to move and bounce and have that sense of adventure, right? So this is all about being playful and finding what works for you in a playful way. But it's also about balance, right? It's recognizing that whatever you bring to the table, as long as you can find the balance in that flow and not try to match the frequency of somebody else that feels very confined or very restricted to you, then that's ultimately how you achieve the type of success that you are looking for, okay? Next, we have the Three of Gabriel, the Sun card. Love this. And one more, please. Okay, the Four of Michael. Okay, so Sagittarius, the Three of Gabriel says prosperity arising from wise planning. Take time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So the Three of Gabriel is the Three of Wands. It's about progress. We achieve progress anytime we take action towards it. So what this is saying is that the more action that you take towards the type of life or career or family or job that you are wanting, you will ultimately start to see that form of rare success, okay? The Sun card is all about breakthroughs. It's wanting to let you know that life is wonderful, that you thrive through the power of positive thinking. So it's important to understand that no matter how many clouds are in your game or how many individuals are constantly bombarding you in your game of life, you can see it through, because understanding that, you know what, not everyone is going to match your frequency or see things or understand things the way that you do, but it's not about them, it's about you. And as long as you align to your life and your frequency and your goals and your tasks, then you will be able to push through any obstacle or challenge that you face. The Four of Michael is, I feel that the balance comes in here where you're needing to, balance out that play and that rest, because I feel like you're the type of person that will often forget to care for oneself. And so Sagittarius, it's going to be, because you are a fire sign, and understand that you are very passionate, you are very inspired, you like to go, 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 but understand that at some point you have to learn to sort of rest and rekindle that fire, that flame, because you don't want to burn yourself out. You don't want to burn yourself out at both ends. So it's important that you find some rest. So Sagittarius, this is your message this month. I feel this was a very insightful message for you. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, Sagittarius, and I am looking forward to seeing you next month with your new message. Bye, guys.